What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been away for time, a long time, good couple months, but I'm back now. I'm doing 100 days of YouTube. So 100 days, 100 videos. That's the challenge I've set myself. The first one we're gonna do today is, as you can see on the screen, I've just got Photoshop open, but it's gonna be removing watermarks off of images. So we'll get straight into it. The image I've chosen today, I will put up now. So it's actually an image of a tiger that I've got off a website called Dreamstime. Now the reason I've chosen this very I guess advanced image is because in real life you're not gonna get images that you see on YouTube that just say watermark over it or any of that. You're gonna get stuff like this probably, and you're gonna think, I don't want to buy this. I'm not saying don't buy images from Dreamstime. That's why I've left the download from Dreamtime and I've got the image link in the bio, so I don't want to get in any trouble from them. I'm just showcasing some Photoshop techniques as a little disclaimer. So straight away we will look at the image here, and as you can see there's quite a few issues here. We've got the Dreamtime logo, we've got a bunch of cross hatches, and we've got this icon. So there's 3 steps we need to get rid of, and the fourth one, just the last bits. So we'll start with the first bit straight away. The main focus, the hardest bit, this bit, Dreamstime. So what I want everyone to do is go on a new layer here, then go to the brush tool. Now you want to be careful with this because you want a hard round brush, which can be found in general brushes. Now what we're going to be doing is kind of drawing or painting, brushing over this specific part for starters. So we're going to name this layer, in fact, Dreamstime. You can name it whatever you want, whatever part you're trying to get rid of, it just helps. I'll choose size 4 brush. Test it out, of course. Make sure that layer is selected. Now let's get to work. So I'm going to draw over this, technically tracing over it, but I want to make sure I'm getting all of it, just slightly over the edges. Now I'm going to speed it up because this bit gets boring. Quick disclaimer, if there's any sounds you hear, trains, doors opening, I'm in an office, hence the sounds. And I'm recording off my phone. Soon, if I keep getting subscribers and stuff, I'll get better equipment. Alright, so we've got the actual writing itself done. Now we want to get that little icon on top of it. So we'll get a slightly smaller brush, zoom it in, Option on Mac or Control on Windows, and then scroll with your mouse or use the plus button or minus to go in and out. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alright, so we have our first part done. Yeah, we have our first part done. So now we want to focus on getting the rest of them. So we're going to duplicate this layer. Right click, duplicate, right? Or if you want, you can alt click or Option on Mac and hold the layer and move it. Now you want to find each one of these Dreamtimes and just select it over it. Just place it over, make sure it's accurate. Try not to miss anything out. And if you do see that it's slightly off, just brush over that layer in the parts you think. As we can see that everything's in diagonal rows, we'll make life even easier. We'll focus on this row here. We'll just get all of these bits done quickly. Yeah, that one's done, I suppose. And then that one. Let's get that quickly over. Alright, so now we have these 3. Select those recent 3 layers, which are these here. Command on Mac or Control and E, which will merge them all together. In fact, to select them all, you click the top layer, hold Shift, and the bottom layer. and that's it. So Command or Control E, that's merged. Still got that original one. Because we're working in rows, I'm gonna duplicate that layer. Now we can work with all three. So we just need to align that one, and if I am correct, they should all align perfectly. Yep, just check, always double check. See, this is why shortcuts are good, but they're also not. So I'll delete that one and do it manually. That one seems fine to me. So with the original layer, I'll just alt click that and go back. I wanted to showcase that shortcut just in case it works. If it doesn't, do the manual label. It's worth it, trust me. Alright, cool. We're gonna shift select all these dream times. Command or Control E, merge. Now on the thumbnail itself, you want to Control Command click that thumbnail. That'll select everything. Then you want to hide the layer itself with that eye. Go back in the original layer. Let's name that in fact original. Now on previous Photoshops, we're using CC here, 19 or below. I think below 19. You will see if you click edit, you'll see the fill option. When you click that, it will show something like this, but we're not working with that. I just wanted to mention that bit because if you are working with something below 19, you can always just click OK on this. But we're showing CC, which is something, I guess, just an upgraded version for this specific part. You go to Content Aware Fill, and you'll come up with a screen that looks like this. Now, as you can see, if you zoom in, you won't be able to see any of those Dreamtimes parts that have been selected here. So I would have done it on a new layer, but I'm just going to do it on the current layer, which is probably what everyone else should be doing. So you can see your progress on the layer and have to keep going back and forth. Okay, Command or Control D. And now we have the first part taken off. Now look, one thing I will be sure to say is that there will be some parts of it which may slightly show up. You can always redo, but right now we're just focusing on getting majority of it out of the way. Now the second part, step 2, the icon. So find the clearest one you can, new layer, let's call it icon. Find an appropriate brush size, remember hard round, and go for like a 6. Try and go for a smaller brush or something like this because you want everything to look perfect. So you can go over the edges perfectly. Because if you do it too big, like say you go for 12, you're going over parts you don't really need to. Just colour it in, pretend like sketching. Speed this bit up. Yeah, and I believe that's done for the icon. So we're going to repeat that process again. Place it over each of these. So we just need to look at the image properly, zoom in, make sure you're not missing any icons hiding around. Okay, Command or Control 0, get it back to full size. Now we're going to shift select all, Command or Control E, merge, thumbnail select. Remember, Command or Control, select the thumbnail, hide that layer, go back to the original, and now we're going to do the Content Aware Fill. Always remember on the current layer, look, under zoom, looks like nothing's there, mate. Yeah, it looks like nothing's there. Okay, Command or Control D, and now we have a near enough new image. Now some people will be okay with this. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I hope you can be one too with regards to things like this. Let's get rid of those lines. It's the last thing now. So something I just learned recently actually. Just again, these are just time-saving things. So we'll go for like a size 5. Let's just test it out actually. Yeah, that's cool. So new layer, line. As you can see, there's a crosshatch and everything seems to be even. There's some parts of it missing. But what we want to focus on here is the biggest line, because we're not going to draw out every single line one by one. That's just long, let's be honest. So find the longest line we can, which is probably from this. So you want to hold shift, go to the beginning of that line, and just find the end of it. Make a rough estimate. As the colors seem to be deteriorating or it fades into it, just click right there maybe. Make sure everything's over the line, but hold that shift right there, yeah? And try and find the end of the line. Yeah, say about there. Make sure it's on the dot. Now you should have a line that is aligned with every part of it. Yeah, that is it. And now you have your base with the lines. So you duplicate, and all you want to do is move it to the next line. But always check, and don't worry, this bit will be like just an extra few minutes long, but you have to go through the hard parts to get the easy bits done. Alright, so we have our one bunch of lines going across one way, sorted. So select every bit that says line, shift select, sorry, Control Command E, merged. Or by the other side, duplicate this layer, Command or Control T. I say Windows first, just in case you've got Windows, that's Control. Command T, that will select everything. Then at the top here, normally we'll have this toggled, hopefully not. Deselect it if anything. Go to where it says width 100% and just type in minus 100%. And look, it's the other way around. Amazing. And then let's just hide that. They're not aligned with anything right now, so we will do that. Just move it. Find any points that you feel haven't been covered. Cool. Repeat that same process. Select, hide, original, edit, content aware fill. This might take a bit long. Hopefully yours doesn't crash. Make sure you save everything. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, look at that. That looks like a clean image to me, don't you think? It's obviously going to be a few bits and bobs, but that's the fourth step. Okay. Current layer as well. Don't forget that. Control Command D. And there you have it. You have the original image without watermarks. Let me just paste over the image so you can see what it looked like before. Look at that. You've literally just done magic, just like that. Probably under 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Now there is one more step I'm gonna quickly go over because I don't want to waste anyone's time, but I'm doing it already. So if you zoom in properly, like obviously to the naked eye you won't really realize anything, but unless you zoom in or like you want everything to be top perfect, there's a few errors that you might want to correct. Like look here, I would spot this. There's like a little line. Or when we did the original Dreams Time logo, there's probably somewhere here that a slight edge of it is still showing up. So look, there's a few lines here. So all we're gonna do is create a new layer and just go over these last bits. It's a very detailed image, by the way, but you know, this is how you get the best of the best in such a short period of time. See that bit here? You can quickly correct that after this as well. I might as well show. Alright, come on, click. Hide the layer. And one last time, when the content aware fill, click OK, Command D, and yeah, you've got a clean image. See this bit here, where you've got these bits missing? You just get the smudge tool. This is what I would do. I'm trying to show you like the best ways. There's two ways about it. So you can either get the smudge tool, put a really small brush, obviously put the strength high. Maybe get a bit of a bigger brush, get 5, and just get that whisker Just drag it back along. That is how you remove watermarks. That's episode 1. I hope you've learned something very valuable, and Dreams Time, please do not do anything to my video. I'm just trying to teach people how to design. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, share this to the world. I'm back.